Sorry, I was just eating. Hear me out, right? A quesadilla. It's incorrect. It's actually a quesodilla. Why? Because you have cheese in the quesadilla. The cheese is queso. Therefore, it's a quesodilla. I would not be accepting arguments, and since this is the cold open, it's only me. I'm right. I win.
That's not how cold.
Are we sure about that?
You shouldn't address it as a cold open.
What? Why not?
Because it's supposed to be like an out of context funny thing.
Fine. I'll simply say.
All right, take two. All right, welcome back, guys. This is episode 6, CS, if you will. Sace, that's how you say it. I'm joined by Dylan and Nick here. Gwen has decided to. Oh, yep. Says hi. Gwen has decided to be more passive on the pod. Be like our gal in the chair. If we ever need context for any shit.
She left the podcast. We're all very sad.
Yeah.
Nick, how do you feel about this happening?
Fuck herself.
This might be our worst intro to date.
All right, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. My energy is kind of down. What?
I said I checked what Nick said. It's true. He's right.
Did somebody say something?
Yeah. So I
Oh
was.
no! I'm breaking the rules. Oh no!
All right. So what's up with you guys? How you been? It's been a little bit since we last recorded.
Oh, excuse me. I went to Mexico and came back from Mexico. It was like a 4-day trip.
Nice.
Yeah, it was. This is gonna sound extremely ungrateful, but like, we went to Cancun, just a resort. Me and my mom, and my brother, for like 4 days. It is not my type of trip, and I know that like some people will never get to, like some people never left the country. I know Andrew, you have never left the country, so I feel bad.
Well, it's not like I'm dying. Wait, yeah, it's not like I'm dying to leave the country.
But like, I don't know. It was just a lot of like there's not a lot to do because you're stuck in a resort. You leave the resort and there's just kind of like nothing in the immediate vicinity. So unless you just love like doing nothing on the beach like all day, then you're not gonna love it. But I'm saying I still had a good time. It was nice to get away a little bit, spend some quality time with my mom, my brother. I did yoga. 3 days in a row in the morning. That was good.
Nice.
I love yoga. I want to get back into it. That was good. But yeah, speaking of Mexico, I speak Spanish. Quesadilla. I didn't have a quesadilla when I was over there though. They had other things, but no quesadillas. Are quesadillas even Mexican? Anyway, I'm talking too much. Nick, what's up with you?
Well, you could keep going if you want.
I'm
It's
okay.
fine.
I actually haven't had a quesadilla for a while. Now that you mention it, I don't know. I kind of want one again. What I had like some cultural Mexican food. At least I think it they said it was. It's like some interesting breakfast dish, like red onion. It was like it had cheese and it was bread.
Red onion, dude. That sounds so good.
I forget what it was exactly, but it was good.
Just
Jamie!
one onion.
Jamie, can I get a check on if quesadillas are Mexican or not?
Quesadillas are Mexican. Also, it's quesadilla, not quesodilla.
No, that's the whole point. It should be quesodilla because it's queso.
Okay.
You put queso in the dia. Quesodilla.
Hey Dylan, what does dia mean?
Dia. It's these. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Okay, wait. Can I call Jamie? Can I do it? Hey, Jamie. I don't know who Jamie is.
I'm Jamie, apparently. I don't think it means that.
Oh,
anything.
Jamie all
In the
over,
context
guess.
of quesadillas, dia is slang for dude. I don't think
All
that's
right, bro,
true.
the cheese dude. Let's go.
I don't think this is true. I think this is fake.
Nah,
Dude,
that
it's
sounds
the
true.
AI overview. Of course, it's real.
Yeah, I would die for our AI overlords, to be honest.
Jeez, dude.
I'm gonna fucking choke cheese, dude.
Dude, speaking of AI being
Put your
dumb as
cheese in the
hell.
dude. Call it a cheese dude.
So apparently if you search on Google, like, what does, and then like put in quotes, a random quote or like phrase you come up with, and then you add mean at the end. So like, what does you put the sock in the washing machine too early mean? Then AI will like frantically come up with like a bullshit answer.
Really?
Yeah. Saw some screenshots of some people coming up with some goofy ass ones.
I've never seen anything like that before.
Let me see.
Does it work? Hey,
I'm-
Jamie,
I'm-
can we get a fact check on that?
Jamie here. It's trying to translate into Spanish for me. Not sure why.
Oh, God bless our AI overlords.
Wait, why is that the only thing that showed up?
It's the only thing. There's no other results at all.
Maybe if you
It
add
doesn't think-
AI to the end of it?
Well, it doesn't think it's any sort of like idiom, right? It literally like
Oh my god,
you
was
know,
I
like,
got by
you
like
put
a
your sock in the
screenshot?
washing machine too early. Like I don't think anybody's ever like said that as like a phrase that can't really be translated from one language to another.
Oh, here we
Okay.
go! Yes!
Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. Take it all back.
It sounds like a playful or humorous way of saying someone is being impatient or has rushed into something. That's not a saying! I made that up on the air. I love AI. It's gonna rule over
That's
us one
impressive.
day.
I really don't think. If this is the evidence, I really don't think so.
God, I fucking hope they do, bro. Look at this. I'm pretty sure like almost every single phrase you come up with also it says it sounds like a playful or humorous way of saying, and it's like, alright, bro.
Playful or humorous? I think that's something we got to start saying more often.
Wait, what's that like
Yeah, just in
recommended
general.
article? You're not crazy. Your socks can really disappear in the wash. Your dryer ate them.
Wait a
Alright.
minute, dude. Google is funnier than we could ever be.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Just
true.
look up random shit on Google.
Wait, by the way, while you're looking in there, you should wipe out the gasket to keep it from getting moldy. That's some good advice for the
No.
viewers.
No, I'm
Your
good.
washer ate. Front loaders.
Yeah.
You
I mean, they
have a
suck.
front-loading washing machine?
No, never mind. Front
Oh,
loader.
it's a bit that I'm not
He's
smart
making a
enough to
joke about
understand.
sex, probably.
Yeah. Load.
Weird. I wouldn't
Yeah.
make a joke like that.
Alright. Let's get off your high horse here. Anyways, Nick, how have you been these last few weeks?
Nothing nearly as interesting as a white family going to Cancun, I admit. But you know,
We were
I've
the
been...
only white family there. Can you believe it?
Actually, no, that's insane.
We were not the only white family there. I made it up.
No.
Yeah,
Put,
no wonder it was
Jamie,
unbelievable.
Jamie, put that into Google plus AI. I want to see something. Anyway, continue. Jamie, don't
Yeah.
actually do that. It was you don't. Do it anyway. Whatever.
It's fine. Anyway, I haven't been up to much. Building more magic decks and finishing up with college this semester.
Nice.
Oh, also, The Last of Us 2 came out on PC recently. I've just been playing that a lot. Still good.
Never
One
played
of those
that
games
game.
where like, and not the second one, but like the first one is one of those games where like I know I need to play it because like it's really good apparently, but I just will never get to it. It's
Yeah,
like
you
that.
don't need to.
It's like, but I mean, like it's those classic games, those classic like Xbox games. Like I don't know, like Mass Effect, Halo, Red Dead Redemption, BioShock. I gotta start with what is it, the Half-Life games though, because I have both of them
Ooh.
on my PC. I got them like years ago when they were on sale for like 99 cents. I just have never gotten to them.
That's a good point. That's what I did. I bought them for like $1 each. And I haven't beaten Half-Life because it like came out in like '97 or something. Jamie, can you check that? Anyway, like I didn't beat it because the way games were structured back then. Like you know how people joke about the yellow paint nowadays because literally there's just
Oh,
yellow paint splattered on whatever path you have to take.
yeah, to
That
make
shit
it
did
make
not exist back then at all. Oh, 98. Okay. Yeah, they just like throw you in and hope you can find the way forward. And it's confusing as fuck because the facility in Half-Life is big and it all looks exactly the same. It's a good game though.
I've heard, but yeah, I don't know. I think I'd have the same issue of just not knowing what the fuck to do. Especially since I don't think I've ever played a game similar to Half-Life. Like I mean it's an FPS, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like survival. It's like Resident Evil, but a lot more goofy because Valve made it.
Yeah, I'm just not my style of game, but oh yeah, Andrew,
Mm.
you're up.
Oh, yeah. So
Fucking
let me
game.
think.
Good.
So I've been working. Yeah, that's mostly it. But I'll tell you what, man. I've been getting really into butt rock recently. Divorced dad rock, if you will.
Oh no.
Oh, bro. The topic of work paired with that. So I work in a restaurant. And one day, I think it was last week when I was working, our like the night before, my manager unplugged the like tablet or whatever that controls the Spotify playlist that plays for the restaurant, and then when they replugged it in, it wasn't synced right, so it kept looping the same like 10 to 15 songs. And like, I opened that day, I go up to my manager and I'm like, yo, I've heard Higher by Creed and How You Remind Me by Nickelback and Rockstar by Nickelback 3 times each already in like a
Oh my
2 hour
God.
period. It was possibly the greatest day of my life. It's fantastic.
Is it? I
That's a
was thinking
good.
about this earlier. Like not really related, but I was thinking like I always get Nickelback and Coldplay confused for some reason, but Coldplay
Oh,
are
you
better.
silly, silly boy.
Coldplay are definitely better than Nickelback.
Mm,
Alright, there's two things wrong with that. They're not, and Coldplay sucks.
yeah. Coldplay
I
is
could
like
That
not
said,
Coldplay is
stand
coworker
Chad
music,
Kroeger's
bro.
voice.
I
Do you
like
guys know
Coldplay.
about that? Coworker music?
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah, I know
like
exactly what you mean.
someone's like, "Oh, I'm going to see a show this weekend." It's like some dude you know through work. And you're like, "Oh, who are you going to see?" He's like, "Imagine Dragons." Oh, they have real fans.
That actually happened to me today.
Was it your
There's this
coworker?
It was. It was my
Yep.
coworker. She went. Well, I'm not gonna say where. But she saw a band, a group, which I've heard of before, called Japanese Breakfast. I'm like, I'm just like, I don't know who that. I don't know if it's the same thing because like they're not a popular band, but like
I think it's
I
slightly
don't know. It's
different.
really
It's
fun.
just like them having niche pulls at this point. But coworker music's more just like who's the last person who you knew who went and saw like Ed Sheeran live? Like,
Yeah, good
and
point.
yet somehow he
Nobody.
sells out like stadium tours because there are people who go and see him, but I don't know any of them personally. And just
There's
randomly your
gotta be a
coworker is gonna be like, "Hey, I'm going to see them," and I'm like, "All right."
Ed Sheeran fans are probably like older, for one.
I I don't know if that would be true. Ed Sheeran came up around like 2010, I think. Hey Jamie, when did Ed Sheeran get popular?
Let's see.
All right.
Debut album was in 2011.
Yeah. That had the A
And
Team and Lego House, I think. Which honestly, those songs aren't even that bad. I really do not care for Ed Sheeran's songs since then. Oh, I especially hate Shape of You. Oof. That one plays
Yeah,
at
I've
work a
always
lot.
wanted me and my dad since like 2018, I think. We've kind of had an agreement where like we just both really want to kick Ed Sheeran in the nuts. We both hate him equally, which is pretty great.
I'll say the
Yeah,
one
he just hates
redeeming
him,
quality
but
about Ed Sheeran is like he was in some interview talking about how he was drinking too much beer and like how it was making him gain weight. And the interviewer goes, "Oh, what did you do to stop that?" He's like, "Oh, I switched to vodka." It's like, all right, that's pretty fire.
I'm sure he's a nice
That's-
guy. I just don't like his music.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not a nice guy, and I also don't like his music.
Okay, he's a fine. He's from Yorkshire. Oh, yeah, he's an Ipswich
Yeah.
fan. Nothing wrong with Ipswich. If he supported Leeds, yeah, you gotta chuck him in the bin. But
It says he was raised in
fine.
Suffolk.
I have no idea where Suffolk is.
Suffolk, these nuts on your chin.
Got him. You got him.
Where's that by?
Let's
Like
go.
Plymouth or something? No, Plymouth is more north, I think. Where the
Oh,
fuck
that's
is
what it is.
that?
Plymouth these balls on your chin.
Holy
Oh, that's good.
What
That's
in the
good.
world? Framlingham.
You just noticed?
That's like that is comically British. That's ridiculous.
Anyways, but yeah, I guess I did almost forget. This past Friday, I did see a concert. So I haven't just been working these last couple weeks. I saw Hollywood Undead live. Opening acts from 0936, pretty solid artist. Set It Off, artist I like a lot. And then, Tech Nine. I really don't like Tech Nine. Gwen and I saw him live because he was performing alongside Falling in Reverse last year, who we saw for free. We did not pay to see them, but yeah, he's just bad, man. I don't. Do either of you guys know anything about Tech Nine?
Never heard of this man in my life.
That's actually kind of crazy.
I'd heard of him
Heck,
a
not
while
how.
ago, but
How do you? Oh, okay. Gwen
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. So Tech Nine is I think the best way to describe him is like if Unk started rapping. Like he's he's just old at this point, but he just raps fast for the sake of rapping fast. That's like his whole style. He goes like da 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 da. It's like, all right, I get it. You're saying words fast,
wait,
but
Tech
it's
Nine's in
not
the
like.
call?
Yeah, exactly. You can't even tell the difference. I also just want to. I wrote some like notes while I was listening to his set. For one, bro sounds like a Pokemon, bro. Every single sentence ends with Tech Nine. It's like, all right, we get it. You like yourself. Like, good for you.
That's
You have
insane.
self confidence. Every single song of his says Tech Nine at least once, if not more, too. Like, and when he was
Most
addressing the
rappers
crowd,
have like they ad lib. I don't know how many rappers ad lib their own name though.
well, we can add at least one of them to the list, man. That shit was trash. Also, so his fit. I want everybody in the audience here and my fellow podcasters here to close your eyes and imagine this man. So, from bottom up, he's got red and white sneakers on. Maybe like basketball shoes. I wasn't that close to the stage, so I couldn't really see. Then what looks like white baseball pants. All right.
Okay. All right.
For a shirt, he's got a black compression long sleeve shirt with a loose white Wu-Tang t-shirt over it. Then
Okay.
he's
That's
got
crazy.
white leather gloves.
All right.
And this part's very important. We are indoors at this show. He has sunglasses on and a crown.
Everything else was like fine. Everything else you described to me was fine, and then you got to the crown and you lost me.
Not everything else was fine, bro. He was wearing leather gloves. The worst part was too. So there were like some kids kind of close to the stage and like, you know, make that kid's dream come true. Oh, come up on stage, like sing along with the song, whatever. No, they didn't actually sing along, but they're like up there nodding their head along to the songs. And then at the end, he's like, I want to like give these kids my gloves. I was like, "All right, okay, I guess like maybe you'll sign them later. That's cool." And he gave this one kid his pair of sneakers. I was like, like my headcanon here is that those were some ratty ass shoes and they smelled like shit. He's like, "Here you go, kid, from your hero Tech 9." And the kid just, "Oh, thanks, man." Oh God, the fuck is that? But yeah, it was just such a shitty performance in my opinion. It's so weird.
Jamie, when did Tech 9 get his start?
I also I'll add this part to it. So for his last song, Tech 9 was performing. He was like, "All right, for my last song, let's get someone in the audience to suggest something." And then he's like, the first person says whatever song it was. I don't remember the name. It's like, "Oh, I gotta have like Eminem and Jay-Z here to do that one. Can't do that one. Sorry, guys." And some kid saying like "Face Off" because that was his song with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Um, and I guess he didn't hear them. He was like, "What? What? No, no, no." And then like he gave some other excuse for a third suggestion. And then I swear I did not hear anyone say like anything. And he's like, "Oh, did somebody say this song?" And then coincidentally, like he's got the video prepped to play behind him and stuff. He starts rapping to some song nobody suggested. I'm like, why are you even like trying to get a an audience volunteer like for the last song? All right, let's look at beginnings and founding strange music.
Not sure exactly when he received mainstream success, but it looks like early 90s when he started making music, and then by mid 2000s is when he started actually getting,
Like
or at least by
recognize.
then he was popular enough to be featured on a lot of other people's stuff.
Oh my god,
Thanks,
wait.
Benjamin.
Scroll down,
Old
scroll
when he
down.
started.
Years later performed at the Rock the Bells 2009 festival and the 10th annual gathering of the Juggalos. That is not what you want to be known for, bro. The gathering of the
You mean to tell
Juggalos?
me he only got famous in his mid-30s? Bruh.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought he was like a 90s guy. He is not.
It could have been 90s.
No, dude, that
That's not
clearly
when
is
he
his
was
underground
popular.
success 10 years after he started.
It says glimpses of success.
Yeah, that means he had like 50 fans.
Possibly.
Which, by the way, that's us too. Except
Yeah.
the number's closer to like 15.
Hey, we got 12 subscribers on the Ghost Syndicate channel.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get that up to 13 next episode.
Yeah.
Please, guys.
Some algorithm? Please.
If we get to 14 subscribers by the end of this year, or the Christmas release will be this Christmas.
I don't want to make a promise. Like
I'll make it. I'll make the promise. I don't think I have that much involvement in it, so that doesn't matter to me.
Wait, hold on. You're just
What is
gonna
that
agree
supposed to mean?
for us?
What?
So
Oh wait. Yeah, that reminds me. Have I ever told you my greatest joke ever?
Maybe.
is that the
Alright.
one about quesadilla?
No, I promise.
Okay.
It's not about the quesadilla. Okay. It's about beef Wellington.
Okay.
All right, hear me out. So this is like years ago, right? Andrew, you might have been here. We're with a friend, and the friend just like she just didn't know that like beef Wellington was a food.
Yep.
She thought it was a person.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was
And
there
so-
for this.
And so I'm creating this scenario
Oh, now I remember
in my
the
head
joke.
of like, what if like beef Wellington? It's like just like a man named Beef Wellington at an office job, and he's like has a meeting, and the client he's meeting, he's like,
Please,
Mr.
Mr. Wellington.
So good to see you. And then Beef Wellington goes, no, Mr. Wellington was my father. Call me Beef.
I do remember that happening.
Yeah. I swear that proceeded with you being like, by the way, guys, I want you to start calling me Beef Wellington from now on.
Mate, I don't remember. Oh my god.
No, that's definitely what you said.
Right.
And then you were like, oh, also, I'm gonna I'm gonna get surgery to look Chinese from now on.
What?
I remember this conversation vividly, and then you did that Chinese accent. You remember that?
Oh my god,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. Dylan, you
Yeah,
wanna
of
you wanna
course.
recite it right now?
I don't know. When I do this accent back in like 1998, it's been a while. It's been like 4 years. It's been a
Dude,
real
Yeah, but
while.
you
I don't
no,
you
remember
were
it that well.
so good at it back
bro,
then. Like, there's no way you can't do it again now.
you were just doing it last week.
Yeah, on the podcast, you can look through the footage. You can see me doing it in episode 3 of the podcast, our most recent
No,
episode.
no. That one got cut for time, so we're
Yeah,
just.
yeah.
Can you do it again now?
Oh, gotcha. No, I'm not really feeling it tonight. I'm just not feeling as
All right.
perhaps
It's
as
okay.
Chinese as I
Do you
really should
mind?
be.
Do you mind if
That's fair.
I give it a go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you take over.
Hey yo, I'm from Beijing. What's up? What'd you think?
Man, I would have put $50,000 on you doing that.
Yeah. Of course, because that's it. That's all I could do.
That was very accurate, though.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah.
How cool that
Can you do a Chinese accent of a guy who, rather than being from Beijing, is from Guangzhou?
Hey yo, I'm from Guangzhou. Is that how
Wow.
you say it? Oh yeah.
The subtle difference there was crazy.
Yeah.
That was
Thank you
impressive.
guys.
Guangzhou. I should know. I'm Chinese. I should really be better.
What?
Huh? What? I mean,
Yeah, that
what?
was the whole point.
You're
Well, I mean, yeah.
Chinese?
What you thought I was? What you thought I was doing a Chinese accent, like, and not Chinese, and I'm not being Chinese? That would be racist. Ignore the fact that Nick said, that me and my family all were white people going to Cancun, and I verified his statement. Ignore all that. I'm actually Chinese.
I don't remember
promise.
saying that.
My stepdad is Chinese, right? That counts.
Yeah, you can say it.
A quarter Chinese?
I think like more like a third.
Let's settle with. Let's go with 5/7.
For the sake of audio, I just Gwen just instead of fact checking, just typed into a Google Doc, fact check Dylan is indeed step Chinese. Like it's
What
very
does that
like,
mean?
obviously I'm sure some people don't have time to, sit down and watch this, so everyone's gotta know the jokes.
Jokes?
Yeah, these aren't jokes.
Oh wait. Yeah, hold on, let me yeah, not everybody has time to hear the hard-hitting facts and evidence that we provide here.
It's true. Welcome back to the #1 factual podcast.
Sponsored by.
Oh, that's a great segue,
What's the
actually.
most racist organization there is?
Wait, what's the name of that engineering
The Daily Wire?
No, what's the name of that engineering group that is notorious for being shitty? I always see memes of people I'm going to work. What is it, BlackRock? I'm gonna go work for BlackRock, and then in parentheses it's I don't care about the money. I just want to hurt people.
BlackRock? I have.
Is that it? Hey Jamie.
You could be talking about BlackRock. I'm pretty sure BlackRock is a PNC.
Or no, BlackRock's the one that owns all the prisons,
No,
right?
that's Blackwater.
I am thinking of Blackwater. BlackRock is an American
said water's super
international
effective for
investment
rock.
company.
Okay. What's the
I don't-
really shady engineering firm?
Boeing.
I flew in their
Yeah.
aircraft.
Not really an engine.
What
If what they engineer is disasters, then sure.
That isn't the one I was thinking of, but sure, Boeing works.
That's the one I'm thinking of, bruh. I was in a class in college, and every week, week after week, it's supposed to be a writing class, to teach you how to make a good resume and shit. Week after week, we would go in and just read the news about the more shitty things that Boeing was doing.
Yeah, that's kind of awesome.
What?
It was an hour and 10 of learning why Boeing is horrible. So I'm if for whatever, I haven't had to fly in many years, but if I ever do again, it's not going to be with fucking Boeing. They make planes that crash. Who's going to want to ride that?
I rode a Boeing twice last week. There and
You're
back.
still here to tell the tale.
I am miraculously still here. I mean,
You're one of the
most,
lucky ones.
to my knowledge, United Airlines, like, which is the major, like the major United States airline, or at least one of them, the majority of their aircrafts are Boeing. In fact, I think a lot of like American Airlines, not American Airlines, but airlines in America use Boeing like 737s or whatever they are. Like
Yeah.
they're extremely common planes. Like if you're gonna fly, there's probably a really good chance you're gonna fly in a Boeing.
Not me.
I'm gonna
And
make
so
sure
now
it
this
don't
would probably
happen.
be a good time for Jamie to fact check everything I just said.
What
Be
do you
that
as
want
it
me to
may,
fact check there?
We could always just spread misinformation. There's nothing wrong
you
with
mean
that.
information.
Yeah, yeah.
Boeing kills people. Y'all know about that, right? They
Yes.
literally silence
Allegedly.
people that try to
Allegedly.
expose how bad their QA department
Allegedly.
is.
I'd like to live to see tomorrow. Allegedly, they do that.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all a tale.
Okay.
This tale is of the
Oh,
healthiest man on earth, who one day, he fell ill after, blowing the whistle on their QA department. This motherfucker, he just like wasted away over the course of a week for no reason. Like the doctors couldn't find anything wrong with him. He just died.
Yeah, it's so
Can I get a fact
weird.
check on that?
He died from a self-inflicted wound. It
No,
says.
that was a different guy.
Inflicted by
That was the
another
other guy.
person.
Oh, the other Boeing whistleblower
Yeah, that was the
found
other
dead?
whistleblower that was found dead. By the way, that guy, he told his family and his friends, if I wind up dead within the next week or so, I didn't kill myself. They came forward about that. They said he told us I didn't kill myself.
You know what? And I'm gonna put
And
this
then he,
verbally
quote,
out
unquote,
there.
killed himself.
If you ever hear that I killed myself, there is some conspiracy. I would never do that. I'm gonna put that verbally on the internet, and that way, if that ever happens,
You
That's
think
a
this,
good
know-
this
actually.
whistleblower guy, you think he would have tried to escape the country by flying on a Boeing somewhere else?
Yo, you gotta hide where they
Absolutely not.
least expect it, in plain sight.
Oh, I get it. That's
And
good.
Oh
I
wait,
like
hold
that.
on,
Wow,
stop,
wait.
chill, hold up. I didn't
That
even
was
mean to say
amazing.
that. Damn it.
It's really good. I like that.
I'm gonna take a point away.
What?
What?
What do you mean? That was genius. That's a great pun. You don't like puns?
Yeah, but he didn't mean to do it.
What
that means
point?
that means he's a natural. You're gonna dock my boy a point for no reason other than your own ego.
Yeah.
Anyways,
All
so
right,
we
fair
started
enough.
talking about
Yeah.
this because
That's the reason I didn't win the quiz show last week or the week prior.
it's actually because you're just not like
Yeah, we don't have
that.
to talk about it. we don't gotta revisit this
It
again.
is a direct correlation to your intelligence. That's how I designed it.
Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
I'm dropping it. I brought it up and now I'm dropping it. It's like a
Um,
basketball.
he shoots. He misses. Anyways, so we were talking about something like Nick went, and our sponsor is jokingly, but I wanna put this out there. I will sell anything. Like crypto gambling scams for 10-year-olds, please write the check now. I will do it.
Dog,
I'll
that's
be the
not
one.
New. Have you
I don't think
seen
you want
any
to.
podcast that's all gambling ads?
Yeah, but I just want to put it out there. I have no moral compass. I will sell anything.
Right there. What Gwen just put.
Wait, what?
Oh,
I gotta pull this up.
I didn't see it.
Turning Point USA. I do not know what that is, I'll be honest.
Look up Charlie Kirk and his hilariously
Oh.
small face.
Is that his company?
What?
More or
Yeah.
less.
Okay,
Pretty
yeah.
much.
I know who Charlie Kirk is.
Oh, that guy.
He's like, I think Steven
God.
Crowder fell off the face of the internet because like his wife left him or something, and Charlie Kirk's the new version of him. Debating like college kids who haven't fully read up on the topics they're arguing about. They're arguing based on their emotions versus.
It has been a great
Handpicked.
few years that I've not heard of the professional Republicans doing their bullshit. So
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
Wait, what's
That's
that
a
one
fun
middle
one,
bottom?
I've thought of Charlie Kirk in months.
It gets Siege Leaf Maker.
That's crazy.
Oh, this is a watcher moment. Sorry, fellas. There's no way to describe that.
Yeah.
It's just Charlie Kirk's real unedited face.
It's true. That post has been fact-checked by real American patriots.
I'm a real American.
Yeah, me too.
That's not true, actually.
I am a real American. I don't know how the
I don't
Hulk
even know what you're
Hogan
talking
song.
Yeah, I don't.
You know the Hulk Hogan, his intro song, or
No,
just his theme song.
I don't watch
I've never
wrestling.
heard that.
You never heard of Hulk Hogan?
I know who Hulk Hogan is. I haven't
Right.
heard his intro song.
Yeah, it's something like "I am a real American" and something else.
The most recent thing I
Crazy,
saw from
'cause
Hulk
Hogan's
Hogan.
Canadian.
Wait, is he?
Hulk.
No, I made that up.
Okay, okay. I was gonna say I saw the clip of him like ripping off his shirt to reveal the Trump shirt at that rally. He was like, "Trump mania is about to
What?
begin." Yeah,
Oh my god.
it was
He's from
fucking
Georgia.
weird.
Wait. Alright, I don't mean to divert, but did y'all see number 46 on our topic paper? What the fuck? It says coffee and pooping. What the fuck does that mean?
You know, when you be drinking coffee
This.
and then you gotta poop.
Yeah, it's a
How
real
is this a
problem.
podcast topic?
I don't know.
I just thought about it. I wrote it down. What can I say? Because sometimes
You
I
wrote
have.
that?
Well, here's the thing, right? Because sometimes I'll have coffee, just regular coffee, and then I'll have to poop. And then sometimes I have regular coffee and don't have to poop. And then sometimes I'll have decaf.
I've
and I
heard that.
still have to poop. How does that work? I thought it was the caffeine that makes you poop, but I have decaf
Yeah.
and I still have to poop. What is going on? Explain
It's
that
the
to me,
coffee.
somebody.
I don't know.
It's
There's
just-
something in coffee. It's like, let me look this up. Actually, Jamie,
See,
no
and-
need. I got this
See,
one.
and now we're having a discussion. That's why it's a topic.
Coffee's a natural laxative. I looked this up one day already. So I was talking to
Wait,
my dad about
get-
it.
Get
With or
this on
without
Wikipedia.
caffeine?
It says coffee contains a rare earth element called caffeinium, and it serves as like a really powerful laxative. It's only in trace amounts.
You know, I'm putting together some context here. You asked our Jamie
Caffeine.
not to look that up, so this must be
Yes,
100% true.
So I looked it up myself, and it specified that
Said-
this thing called
said
caffeinium is what makes
Interesting.
people shit.
Okay.
I looked up caffeinium, how I thought it would be spelled if it were a real thing for shits and giggles, and I mean there's stuff in Portuguese, which is interesting.
What?
Yeah. I
Is
got
it Portuguese coffee or?
No, the second result is from Detalhes con debilidade e
Dilly Dally.
solucois.
Not a sponsor.
Bro's reading from Dilly Dally. Come on.
Yeah, it's Portuguese. Let's translate the page. What is it about? This is about, is anything worth it to improve the work environment?
No. Next question.
The work environment is obviously the least important part of your job. The most important,
Yeah.
how much does it pay you?
Do you go to work to enjoy yourself or have fun? What
Yeah.
the fuck are you working for?
So
You're
first,
supposed
you
to
gotta
hate-
wake up at 4 a.m., splash some water on your face. Now what you're gonna do is drink 3 gallons of coffee and shit your brains out so hard that you'll never feel it again.
Wait, that's actually a crazy way to turn it back into this topic.
Yeah.
Coffee and pooping. I
But-
must admit though that today was special as far as coffee and pooping goes.
Okay.
Like, you know, 'cause, like, I go to work, I don't know, slightly earlier than the average American does. So I'm like, you know, I get up, I have a cup of coffee, sure. I guess I work better when I do that, so. And then I get to work, and I, like, when we're about to leave, I tend to be, oh, wait, no, I can't hold this. And I go to the bathroom, and I'm in there for like 15 minutes. And my boss is getting on my ass about that, actually. So, maybe
He's
I
getting
put
on
15
your
minutes
ass. He better watch out, bro.
earlier. You gonna get
He's gonna get caught
shit
in the
on-
crossfire.
Is he on or under your ass?
on. but he better be careful because he gonna be under soon enough.
All right, that sounds like a
But
threat.
yeah, it was an amazing shit this morning. By amazing, I mean like amazing in that you could watch something happen and be amazed because it's like something you've never seen before, but it's like horrible.
It's like a train wreck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you accidentally parked on the train tracks, and then oh no, you hear the dinging start. And it's like you want to get the guy in front of you to move, but I don't know. He's like blasting his radio on like 35 volume or something. No, worse, he's got AirPods in. He's one of those people. He drives with AirPods in.
Mm.
And so he's sitting in front of you. He's bopping like his fucking Black Eyed Peas and Imagine Dragons and he's
Tech
like,
Nine.
yeah. And you're sitting there and you're honking. You're like, oh fuck, there's a and it ding ding, and then it's like barreling down towards you, and then your seatbelt's stuck for whatever reason. You just can't get loose, and then out of nowhere, the train pancakes you and you die.
Yeah, I know exactly how that feels. That happens to me all the time.
Thought there'd be a happy ending to that? No,
Nah.
that never ends well.
Yep.
That happened to me once, actually. Yeah, I didn't just make that up. That happened.
What month?
January.
Don't tell me the year. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And then after that, I drank some coffee and I shit my pants.
Yeah,
Man.
for sure.
I have something to admit to you. I was the train in that story.
Dude, I mean, I must admit, it was pretty fucking funny, man.
Yeah, we're here. We're laughing about it now. Just, don't do that again.
Yeah, all that
Fool me-
matters is we're
Fool me once,
still
shame on
friends.
me. Fool me twice. Get hit by a second train, I suppose.
Fool me 3 times. That's a third train.
You don't even want to know what happens after that.
Yeah. Yo.
Alright, one of y'all do something.
Wait, I'm sorry. I just read another topic. Our greatest fears, and then in parentheses, people put failure, death, and cough syrup.
Yeah, that's another one of mine. I was really hoping like we would discuss this, and so I'm glad we're doing it now. Okay, I know you might think that like cough syrup, that's not a fear. That's just something you
It's a
dislike.
song
And
by
no,
Young the Giant.
like no, when I think of cough syrup, I genuinely just like physically recoil, and like my entire mood is like I'm just like thrown out of it.
I'm gonna
Just-
test this the next time we're hanging out in public, Dylan, or not in
Mhm.
person. Sorry, doesn't have to be in public, but you're just gonna be like kind of sidetracked talking about something, and I'm just gonna go cough syrup.
Yo, is there anything worse than
Yes.
cough syrup to consume? To consume.
Yes.
A bullet?
No, you can't consume a bullet or a Nazi. That doesn't count.
Wait, who said Nazi?
A bullet?
Gwen wrote down Nazi.
Oh,
so-
okay. I don't
I'm talking
have
about like
the.
something that you can eat or drink. What is worse than cough syrup?
You can eat a
You
bullet.
can eat a bullet.
That's not something designed for consumption though. You know what I mean?
That's
Don't-
not what
don't
you
be
said.
intentionally- Don't be intentionally obtuse with me.
Yeah,
pretty
tell the
please.
most famous Nazi that.
Alright, fine. I'll be more acute. What are we looking at? The things that are worse to eat than cough syrup? Nails.
That doesn't fucking count.
Well, was
Why
cough
not?
syrup really designed for human consumption, or is it just a necessity when you're sick?
The purpose. Cough syrup was made to be consumed, right? A
Mhm.
nail was not made to be consumed.
What do you mean?
Do I? Okay, no, you're all right. I'm not gonna bite. No, you're trolling me. I'm not gonna explain myself. You get it.
What? What do you?
All right.
You don't eat nails?
Or should we take this topic seriously and actually discuss our
Fuck up.
greatest fears?
Dude, cough syrup is listed as an example. I think the answer is no.
All right. Fair enough. There is something I saw here that I did want to talk about though. Um, the worst song you actually think is good slash enjoy.
Is that another one
yeah.
of mine? Am I 3 for 3 with this?
You might be.
Could be.
This is a good
I'm
topic.
shocked that the other two are yours.
Hey, look, I was thinking one day, and spitballing is good. All right, I think so.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is the worst song you actually think is good and enjoy, or enjoy, whatever you want to say?
Probably something for. Okay, were we talking about like? How do I say it? Because there are songs that I think are genuinely bad that I enjoy. But there are
Yes.
songs that I think other people like. I think they're good songs, but if somebody listened to it and thought it was like the worst thing they've ever heard, I could understand it. So I guess it's just a matter of which category are we
Well, I guess you don't have to give one
gonna
answer.
delve
You
into.
could talk about both.
All right. Well, for me, there's it's like it's a Hatsune Miku song.
Oh boy.
It is extremely annoying. It can be extrememely annoying. Um, do you want me to just say it, and you want to do we want to listen to it very briefly, or no?
I don't know if we would be able to.
The answer is no, and also we would get sued.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you can say it, but just have the viewer listen to it on their own time.
The song is called Rin Chan Now by Hatsune Miku. It is just noise. It is just pure noise. There's a xylophone in it. Um, it's just really weird, but I think it's good. But if somebody said that was like the worst song they had ever listened to, I'd be like, okay, fair enough. That's your opinion. I wouldn't get mad.
Interesting.
And then in terms of like bad songs,
No.
I don't know. Let me look. I guess like I don't Molly Cyrus. That's a classic.
Yeah, Molly Cyrus is definitely a terrible fucking song.
It's awesome though. It's so good to listen to.
I
It's such a fun
completely
listening experience.
disagree.
It's not. It's just horrible.
That
through
shit
and through.
makes me uncomfortable.
I just get sad.
You guys just don't get it. It's so yeah, no, I get it. It's bad. It's really
I have
fucking
a lot
bad.
of answers. I listen to a lot of bad music, so
Go on.
Andrew, you want to go first because I have a lot of them.
Sure. The first one that came to mind would be "All in the Family" by Korn, featuring Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit. This song is like an insult match between Jonathan Davis and Fred Durst that ends with them saying they're gonna fuck each other. It has some such incredible lines as uh, what the fuck you saying? You're a pimp, whatever, limp dick. Fred Durst needs to reverse what he's saying. Want to be funk dubious when you're playing, ripping up a bad counterfeit, faking. Like it's just so stupid. But this song is also super fun to sing along to.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh,
Can they
that's
say
right.
like corn in the cob on this song or something?
Yeah, they do. So verse 6 here, Fred Durst says, "Take
6?
yourself back to the dentist and buy yourself a new grill, you pumpkin pie. I'll jack off in your eye, climbing chutes and ladders while your ego shatters. You just can't get away, because it's doomsday, kid. It's doomsday." Like, it's... Oh, and that doesn't even go to... Bro, the outro? Holy shit. Jonathan Davis is screaming, "And I love you, and I want you, and I'll suck you, and I'll fuck you, and I'll butt fuck you, and I'll eat you, and I'll lick your little dick, motherfucker." That's how the song ends. It's so funny. Alright, Nick, you
I
can...
don't get why you decided to bring that up. That's just a great song.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you're
feel
right,
like it's
you're right.
designed to be like kind of bad. I don't know if
Yeah.
like intentionally bad songs count.
Okay, then in that case, I have a different one. Because I truly believe this artist made this song completely unironically. Good
Mhm.
Girls, Bad Guys by Falling in Reverse.
Yeah, that's a good
Yep.
one.
That song, that song is horrible, but at least he wasn't like being a fucking weirdo anti-cancel culture guy back then. So you know what? That's when Falling in Reverse made good music.
I feel like
When it
any
sucked.
Falling in Reverse
Yeah.
song could be like make the cut. I just don't understand why
Oh,
does
Sexy
Ronnie
Drug.
Radke
That one sucks too.
Oh my God.
enunciate like everything?
Yeah,
Why can't he
dude.
just like be normal for like 5 fucking
That
seconds? I
one
don't get
clip
it.
of him when he was streaming and talking about how he pronounces words in "The Drug in Me Is You." Was that line? You know what I'm talking about, right, Nick?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, still reverber waits.
That's what it was.
Bro, in the clip, he's like, "Why do I sound deaf here?" It's like, Jesus, dude.
He's right though.
Yeah.
I guess that
Yeah.
means he learned. He
There we
sounded
go.
fucking
Gwen
terrible
typed out
back then.
reverber waits. All right, Nick, you said you had quite a few you could think of, right?
Yeah. I mean, I just opened my Spotify and I went to my playlist. There's a lot of bad songs in here. All right, number 1, Nintendo Online's greatest announcement by Starbomb.
That song's just awesome, though.
The chorus to this song is literally boop 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 boop.
That's true.
It's not in a key. It's not like on beat or anything. He's just saying boop boops. It's not even a sound effect. It's just his voice.
Yeah, but come on.
I mean, it's amazing and all.
We
but
also, I feel like
I
Star
could
Bomb's an
never say
artist
this
you
song is amazing.
can't be talking about Star Bomb when we're talking about this because it's like a fun project. It's not meant to be taken as like Star Bomb was never meant to see radio play or anything.
Yeah, well,
It's a
that's
fun
why I
project
led
for
with
But
that
is the
three
one.
intent to
friends.
make like is the intent? But I mean, they're trying to make good music, right? Like, are they trying to
Allegedly.
make bad music?
I think they're just trying to make funny songs that they have fun making. I mean, I can't
Yeah.
speak for them,
I'm not
but
good.
that's the impression I
I'm
get.
like,
I said Starbomb Boom kicks ass. They did a real good job.
So, wait, what's Boom? Star Bomb Boom?
Starbomb Boom Rise of Lyrics is
Oh,
their
okay.
4th album.
Yeah, I thought that's what that album was called, but then you shortened it to just Boom, and I was like, what?
Yeah. Well, it's because it's like a subtitle because it's based on Sonic Boom: The Rise of Lyric, and you know the Rise of Lyric is a subtitle.
I see.
I mean, it's really brilliant. Also, that's like one of the worst games of all time. So
Sonic Boom, where is the joke? That is the joke. Yeah.
But yo, hear me out. Hear me out.
Mm.
No, November by Matt Watson.
That song's just kind of fire, though.
True, but also like it's
Like,
another one of those songs.
Freddie
What am I
Dredd just
supposed to
kind of
do?
kills
Say,
it.
You should listen to this.
It is true. It was based off of like when November first became a meme, so it's like even outdated by today's standards.
It was funny back then. Now
that reminds me of something. There's this band called The Paradox. I forget exactly. Jamie, if you want to pull this up for me real quick. I saw them getting these guys. Saw them getting kind of big through TikTok, and their most recent song they dropped, which is "Do Me Like That." Yeah, it's pretty good in my opinion. Like they just do pop punk music, but they have some line in it. Do you want to pull the lyrics up real quick, Gwen?
Wait, are these those dudes everybody was like, oh dude, that's the African American reject?
Maybe, honestly. I saw a clip from them from one of their shows where on stage the lead singer is like, people are calling us Black 182. Some other stuff.
Oh my god, it's definitely them. It says right there, my own worst enemy cover. That's the video that all that shit was on.
Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, I found his nudes in your snap. Like, I'm sorry, you should not be putting like cultural references that are like, I guess Snapchat's still referenced today, or still relevant today, but like who knows in 10 years, like this song is just gonna be listened to then with like, what, why is he talking about that? Like, that's how I feel. There's some Falling in Reverse song where Ronnie says like, I'm hated on Twitter. It's like, all right, bro, like, why are you referencing social media in your song? And like, it's a shame because I do think this song's pretty good. They had that one line, "You hit me with your Subaru. What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like, that song, that line's fire. But
Is this an example of like a bad song?
no,
Or...
I just went on a tangent. I thought of this.
Okay, because I just remembered my actual favorite, like actually bad song that I love. "Bitch Came Back" by Theory of a Dead Man.
Dude, I
Genuinely
love Theory of a Dead Man.
the greatest bad song I have ever heard.
Wait,
Every
wait.
time I listen to
Hold
it,
on.
I'm in tears.
You said
I did a
"Bitch Came
fucking
Back"?
report. I did a fucking report
Yeah.
on this song for my
So,
gender and pop culture class
here's
in
the
college.
thing
It
about
is
Theory of a Dead Man.
unbelievably terrible. I love it.
Theory of a Dead Man
It's
has this song called "Not Meant to Be." Just like a great divorced dad rock song. Super fire. I'm like, all right, let me give them a listen. On that same album, they have a song called "Bad Girlfriend," which is this same like category of shitty songs. And I think you've played "Bitch Came Back" for me before.
I have. It's this one. It's "Bitch Came Back," "Bad Girlfriend," and then it's like "Hate My Life." He's like, "So sick of the hobos, always begging for change."
That's fire,
No.
bro.
They're just they're actually just evil.
how
And the
about
worst, I shouldn't say the worst part is, but they're also Canadian. I don't know if that makes it more funny or less
how
funny, but
about
they
the
are
song
Canadian to my
"Porn Star
knowledge.
Dancing" by My Darkest Days featuring Chad Kroger?
What?
Nickelback has some real bad songs too. Like the Animals, SEX, both those are horrible.
Listen, man, Animals fucking rules.
No, that song's so bad.
What, by Maroon 5?
Oh, shut up. We want to talk about actual terrible music?
Yeah, that's not like, we don't even think that's good.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? No, I'm serious. What were you talking about? What
Animals
other
by
animals is
Nickelback.
there?
There's a
Oh, I
Nickelback
don't
song
know
called
that
"Animals." It's
song.
so bad. The lyrics are so bad. I have a
There's
friend
a
from
chance you've
work.
heard it once.
My friend from work, me and him are like pretty into Daughtry and Nickelback, and he was telling me how when he would study for his tests, he would just throw on Daughtry and Nickelback, and he was like, "Dude, Nickelback fucking rocks. I don't know why they get all this hate." And then like a couple weeks later, he comes back to me. He's like, "So I was just like listening to Nickelback, but I wasn't doing anything, so I was paying attention to the lyrics, and like I don't like their songs as much." So yeah, that's fair. But now "Lullaby" by Nickelback, please.
Oh, heat.
Yeah.
There's an
That's not
easy
even a
joke
bit,
you
that's
could
just
make
good.
about that, but I'm not gonna. Somebody's
Yeah,
smart
it
enough
doesn't
to do
put you to sleep, bitch. It wakes you up because it's so fire. I see you highlighting that, Gwen. We go into that every episode. Our fans are stupid.
It's also not a bit.
Yeah, yeah, there's that. Also, I don't know why it's on podcast ideas. That should be on the bit tier list.
Yeah. Oh, God,
Andrew, I
those
have
were
something
meant
I
to
want
be.
you. I mean, I mean, it's getting pretty late, but Andrew, I have something I want you to clarify for me.
Mm-hmm.
You said, or said on record, that everything has a 50-50 chance of
No, no, no,
happening. It
no, no.
either happens or it doesn't.
That's not even fair. It's
No?
not 50-50. Um, it's not 50-50. It either happened or it didn't. There is no chance. It's not like, well, it's a 50-50% chance of happening. No, it's either gonna happen or it doesn't. You'll find out when it happens.
So everything is 100% or 0.
Yeah. But you don't find out until
Okay.
after it's
Do
happened.
you actually believe that?
Well,
It's
yeah,
not
I
belief,
guess
that's how it is.
time is a construct. So, like, if you like if you roll the dice, right? Well, there's also like, all right, are we gonna go fully into this?
Yes.
I
Okay,
mean,
okay.
We can close off the episode with it.
All right, all
I
right.
cannot. There's
So,
no way in hell I can I can actually fathom the fact here. Like, yeah,
all right, all
like
right.
probability just doesn't exist.
So,
Yeah.
if I shuffle the deck of cards and flip the top card, what's the chance it's going to be a 2 of spades?
Don't say like, oh, it's either 100% or
No, no,
0%,
no, no.
depending
What
on
is your
what card.
genuine answer?
It's 1 in 52.
Wrong. It depends on how I shuffled the deck of cards. Every single movement I had, like, you could mathematically track where each card goes, right? There is control there. That's how people manipulate stuff like decks of cards. So in that case, there truly is no randomness. It's only random because you're not tracking that, right? That's like one aspect of this argument. It's like I roll 2 dice. What's the chance, or for simpler math, I roll 1 dice. What's the chance I roll a 3? 1 out of 6? No, the way, my hand's moving, how much effort I put into it, where it started in my hand versus the surface it's being rolled on. You could mathematically calculate those things. Technically, the equation you would need would be super complex, and no one's ever going to actually do it. But that's one of the arguments. And the other argument is that what's the chance that you flip the card, whatever. It's like, well, you either flip the card or you flip this other card, but you'll find that out later in time. It's not like preemptively. It's kind of hard to explain without just sounding like I'm completely bullshitting, which I guess I kind of am. But it's like, because time is. God damn it, Dylan. Why are you making me go into this?
Because you said it. I just asked you, do you actually believe this? And you decided to say yes instead of, no, I'm just joking. I don't actually believe this.
All right,
I know
all right,
I'm just
Dylan.
trying to be silly and goofy.
What's a thing you
I gave you
genuinely
out.
has? What do you think is like a situation where you genuinely have like chance involved?
Like fucking everything. Everything is not like nothing is completely predetermined. There's a series of events.
Yeah.
Leading up to anything ever happening, there's like a series of events that happen. And if you want to say like you can calculate like the probability of each, thousands of events calculating up to one thing
Well, I mean,
happening.
that's like the butterfly effect, right? But Gwen pulled something up, which actually is maybe the scientific thing I was trying to explain there.
I can explain real quick what this is. This is
Yeah.
my actual lecture from actual class, explaining the way people thought in the 1600s through 1850s, where that isn't exactly how they thought things worked. And I'm purposely not scrolling down to the point where they say, nope, that's not true. But I just thought, hey, crazy thing to throw in here. Some actual, like, real academic like stuff here for your discussion
Okay.
because I had it on hand.
So, could you briefly explain what this diagram is?
Yes. So basically, here, it's saying pretty much that everything that happens is purely based off of. It's been a while since we did this section, so I'm trying to remember completely. But basically, that everything is like deterministic. It's all there's like a set of laws for how everything works, and at any point, given the current state, which it says here is the complete physical description in terms of fundamental stuff. Um, if you can take the perfectly just complete description, the perfect state of every single thing exactly how it is right now, then and assuming everything follows these perfect laws, then that means that at any moment you can perfectly predict anything that would ever happen in the future because everything is truly not random whatsoever and everything follows a strict if it is like A, it becomes like B. If it's like B, it
Yeah.
becomes like C.
Yeah, this is not
And
exactly what I was saying, too.
well, but it's saying the whole that there is no like random
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Everything is
This
predetermined
is
already.
this is more the argument though that like it's not random because if this happens then this has to happen,
Yes.
which is different. I'm saying it's not that it has to happen, it's that whatever does happen is what's happening And like if you look at, I guess, reality in like a 4D lens where time is like if you zoom everything out, then you can easily like see that that's the end result. But because we're stuck in this linear path for time, because we live in a 3-dimensional world, that uh, it's like a future event for us that we think chance is involved, but that event is already set in stone, just in the future. So we'll go through it later, but like as of right now, we haven't figured out why or like what will happen yet. If that makes any sense, I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of spaced out there.
Yeah, me
Okay.
too.
It doesn't, and you're all wrong.
Oh, dope. Well, headcanon, I'm right, and Dylan's just not understanding things, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You know what? My head hurts. I cannot believe we act. I wrote that down earlier today to like ask, and I really thought like we wouldn't actually have any discussion more longer than like 30 seconds about is probability a real thing, but oh well, I'm wrong. It happens.
Yeah, you were
Yeah,
wrong
it happens a
about
lot,
more.
actually.
Damn. Need
You get it
to,
next
to
time. Don't
cook
worry
them
about
like
it.
that. All right, should we end on a higher note?
I'm actually so thrown off by that. Oh my god.
Yeah. Bring it higher.
Yeah.
Can you
Anything else,
jerk
please.
me? Oh, sorry. Yeah, Dylan, why don't you just go into why you hate Funko Pops?
Oh really? That's okay. I mean, I honestly haven't thought about Funko Pops in a while. They're just like ugly. They kind of. I mean, I get it. You know, they're cheap, and so for people who really want a figure but can't afford a high quality one, even like a prize figure. So I have a few prize figures, but they're still like $25, $30 ish. Funko Pops are cheaper, so I get it. They just like have no soul to them. Like you know, they all have the same like model. You know, the same like skin. Like my Hatsune Miku, Sakura Miku, and Nozomi Tojo Snow Halation figures in front of me. They're both prize figures, and like they're beautiful. You know, there's great figures, really well designed. You know, very expressive, very colorful, very cool. And Funko Pops aren't that, and so I don't really like them. Yeah.
And how do you feel about Nendroids?
Oh, and Androids are cool. I have an
Okay.
Android. I have what is it? I have my wait, no, hold on. You're not gonna say Funko Pops and Nendroids are like the same thing, right?
So this has been a very exciting episode of the Ghost Syndicast, and we're
Oh,
so glad you
Christ.
listened
Come
to us
on.
today.
How? They're the same thing. At least Nendroids have like they don't have the same like dead black eyes, and they have like different character expressions.
Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you
Oh
next
my
time.
fucking god.